But you know, we're continuing our Foodie Friday segment this morning with some Afro-Caribbean food. Now, I haven't tried any of this. Have you either of you tried this?
Not from Young Village, but
okay.
not since college.
Not since college, so a year or two. Our Terrance Friday is checking in from Young Village in southwest Detroit. Terrance, you have more food. You're going to try some food this time? I haven't seen you eat any, but I know you love chicken wings and whatnot. You were showing one off earlier.
I was showing it off. I was eyeing that chicken wing crisp because I was like, that one's going to have to go home with me. And we're going to have to bring you guys some of this too so that you could try it because it really is that good. As you mentioned, for this Foodie Friday edition of CBS News Detroit at 9, we're here at Yum Village Afro-Caribbean Eats with Chef Godwin, the owner and creator of this awesome establishment. So he's going to talk to us about some of the stuff that he has. Also, we're going to give some of it a try. So what are we talking about today?
Well, so first we've got some of our food. I just want to say, all of our food is halal, and not just halal, zabiha halal. And every single piece of chicken that we make is wood smoked grill finish, right? If it ain't off the grill, it ain't real, all right? So you could take a look at some of the quality here. As you can see, like, look at the spices, and this is real spice here. This isn't like the fake stuff. Like, so when you bite into it, your whole stomach is gonna thank you.
Whoa, what is this? Yeah. And I love the bold colors and flavors in this. It really is very reminiscent of the Afro diaspora.
Yeah, when I was little, I used to stay within the lines of my coloring book. So.
It paid off.
Right. I look at every single bowl as a work of art. So some of the new stuff that we have at Young Village, because of the growth, is things like this. So this is turned up fufu. All right.
Turned up fufu. Turn up Friday.
Turn up, right? So we came about this as I spoke about accessibility. So when the fufu craze was going out during the pandemic, which I think was fantastic. There was a little bit of like irresponsibility because people were just trying fufu without trying fufu as an experience. They weren't getting the stew or the sauce that's traditionally served with it. They're just eating fufu on TikTok and making faces. You know,
not to mention they didn't get it from Yum Village, right?
Right, and they didn't get it from Yum Village, you know, the official. So what we did was we started to play with the fufu. We have fufu the normal way, which is steamed stovetop served, or you could get it fried, or you could get it turned up. And what we do when we turn it up is we actually roll cheese, a dry-aged cheese mix, the same mix we use on our cheesy bread, into the fufu before we deep fry it. So it comes off like a deep-fried mashed potato ball. But
kind of like an elevated approach to it.
Yeah, a little bit, you know, like I think that when people try the food, you're getting a little bit of the traditional African Caribbean, like the traditional food of the diaspora, but we're also making it accessible to people who would never try an African stew, but they might try it over French fries, hence Afro fries, which we'll be trying out next.
Sure, and what's so interesting about you mentioning that craze for TikTok, so many people oftentimes, we hear people try Chinese food, Italian, so many different types, but when it comes to African food, a lot of times people say, I've never had it. How would you describe this food to someone who has never had it before? I'm going to try this too.
Oh, wonderful. So it is bold, it is flavorful, and it's also healthy. So a lot of the things that we do with the food is it's all scratch made. We're making sure that we're not loading it up with a bunch of oils.
Do you see this smile on my face? I'm sorry.
Right. And then we're also incorporating a bit of balance. So you can get things like pickled cabbage. You can get things like truffle oil greens. We've got okra and tomato that we stew. And we don't use a lot of salt as well. So we try to keep it as flavorful as possible. We utilize the natural essence, the natural flavors of the food to really complement what we're doing. And you can guarantee that the plates are going to look pretty. They're picture perfect.
Listen, guys, how soon can I take a lunch break? Can we make a deal here? Is that okay? I know we're not supposed to talk with my mouth full, too, but
I thought you were already on your lunch break, Terrance. That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, at least you're not practicing irresponsible foo-fooing. It looks like you're doing it just right. So we'll check in.
I'm doing it the right way.
You are. We'll check in with you in a little bit. Enjoy that. Man, that looks good.
I want to try it just for the name.
Fufu. I know. We need more details on everything that goes into it. Yeah.
Incredible.
Fufu.